Hi. So no hot tub today. It's actually really smoky and nasty out here, so I'm probably going to keep this short. But again, today is Stuff Your e-reader day. If you go to the website, which you can find on my link tree in my profile, you can get tons, like over 1,000 free ebooks, and one of them is my book, The Girl from Beyond the Veil. So I thought I would quickly read to you guys for a little while. This is a little bit of Arianette, who is the main character, and Varric, who is a very popular character who people either love or love to hate. So I figured I would just read for a couple minutes before I get out of the smoky, hazy fog from Canada that will not disperse. So yeah, I'm glad for anyone who hops in. Yeah, let's go. So you really don't know what I am, she pressed? Not even a guess? Varric's expression went serious when he said, I believe you're the Legion Queen. The geese flashed in Arianette's mind, and she felt a coldness where the magic was lodged in her chest. That isn't what I meant. I mean, if I'm not mortal, if I'm not human, what am I? Varric shrugged, his bare flesh brushing her arm with emotion, leaving a tingle in its wake. Lorna is the one who figures things like that out. I'm no scholar. All I know is I recognized your power the moment I laid eyes on you, even if you did not see it yourself. And you made the bargain. You agreed to the geese. At least one of these facts Arianette could not argue. She had agreed to it. But just because she wasn't mortal and had some small bit of magic didn't mean... Her thoughts strayed to Varric's nearness, her yearning for him still simmering. If she was the Legion Queen, she would have to soul-bind herself to him for life. And though her body was desperate to do just that, her mind recognized the danger, the slippery slope. Why does finding the Legion Queen even matter to you? You don't exactly seem like the ambitious type. Do you really want to rule the whole world, the entire ethereal realms? Varric sighed and stretched, indolent, picking up the chalice again and drinking deeply. He closed his eyes, and when he opened them, they were haunted, the silver flecks darkened to steel gray. Arianette, I don't want to rule anything. I've never wanted to rule anything. But according to Lorna's prophecy, the Legion Queen, you, are the only one who can fight back the shadows. The only one who can prevent Arita Blackburn from conquering everyone and everything and unleashing a reign of terror. The Court of Dreams is gone. And when Arita regroups, my court will be her army's next target. All these years since the Great War, she has been rebuilding. Who knows what horror she will unleash upon the realms? I'm not doing this for myself. I'm doing this for my people. It might be hard to believe, but without the Legion Queen, she will crush us. We need you. Arianette bit her lip. And if I'm not the Legion Queen? If you're wrong and you soulbind yourself to me, what if the true Legion Queen comes along later? What then? Wanting something to be true doesn't make it true. Varric grabbed her hand, squeezing it so hard it hurt. It's you. It has to be you. That's why you are so other. I'm glad you're so confident. I'm certainly not. But then... Hold on. I gotta switch. But then I'm not sure about anything anymore. She sighed. Arianette, I am never wrong. A bold statement, Arianette replied, rolling her eyes, but it didn't deter Varric. I might not know exactly what you are, but I know there is power in you. And with this, Varric raised his chalice to her in a mock toast. And the magic between us, I can feel it. The Skylord's voice took on a strained, desperate quality as he went on, and the prophecy is only a glimmer of hope, is the only glimmer of hope I have right now. Arianette was momentarily stunned into silence. I just found a typo. Do you know how many editors I had look at this book? 4. 4 editors, and I just found a typo. Anyway, moving on. I have to fix that. Varric's mournfulness passed as quickly as it had come. The Skylord flashed one of his charming, sharp-toothed smiles, moving to refill her glass, but Arianette caught his wrist, stopping him. I think I've had enough, she said. She already felt giddy and a little unsteady, and her hand, with just a touch upon his luminescent skin of Varric's wrist, suddenly ached to wander the curves of his body. She pulled it back as if burned. Varric arched an eyebrow, his lip curling. She didn't stop him this time when he raised the bottle and poured more crimson liquid into the glass. She sipped the wine in silence. Will you come with me? Varric implored. To the Court of Flames? You must be curious, too, about who and what you are. Curious was not the word Arionette would have chosen. A cyclone raged in her mind, a whirlwind of confusion she could feel building by the moment. Her very identity had just been dismantled. Curious, but how to explain these feelings to the arrogant, beautiful, debauched Fey Lord? Before she could muster the presence of mind to consider them, words poured out of her mouth, foolish words, words she could not take back. Yes, I'll go, Varric, but not for me. I'll go for that last sliver of hope of yours. She clasped her hands over her mouth, biting her traitorous tongue too late. A heartbeat later, Varric pulled them away from her face, kissing each knuckle lightly. Then his lips were on hers again, so hard they were bruising. Not knowing how she got there, Arionette found herself on the floor, her limbs tangled with the Sky Lord's. She fell into the kiss as Varric leaned against her, his naked body shimmering pale as ivory in the dim light of the sconces. His hands moved feverishly to strip Arionette of her shift, tugging it over her head, then caressing her with one hand, the fingers of his other moving down the clenched muscles of her abdomen. The knock upon the chamber door caught them both off guard. "Varric?" a voice called. They both knew who it was. Brayden. And I will leave it at that, because like I said, it's really kind of nasty out here, and smoky and gross, but thank you for joining me. I'll read some more tomorrow. Now I gotta go make my dog stop barking.